Nostalgia is a quiet force, often more powerful than we realize. It lures us into the past, making us believe that what came before was somehow purer, more meaningful than the world we live in now. In art, music, and literature, this longing for the past has become a central theme, an attempt to resurrect something we feel has been lost. Modern creativity in many ways feels like a mirror reflecting what's already been done, rather than forging something new. In music, you can hear it in the resurgence of vinyl records, in artists who mimic the sounds of past decades, hoping to recapture the spirit of another era. The melodies are familiar, comforting, but they're not pushing boundaries. We're caught in this cycle of revival, where the goal is less about creating something that speaks to the present and more about imitating a time that feels better, even if it wasn't. Music used to be a reflection of the world it was born into, uncompromising, raw, and urgent. Today, much of it feels like an echo of a world we've mythologized. The same happens in literature. Writers today often try to recreate the voices of the past, whether it's the sparseness of Hemingway or the lyricism of the Romantics, in an effort to tap into something timeless. But those authors weren't chasing nostalgia. They were immersed in their moment, writing out of necessity, responding to the realities they faced. Now, we see novels and essays that lean on old forms, old ideas, as if by writing in the shadow of those greats, we can somehow recreate their brilliance. But what we lose is the urgency to address our own time, to confront the complexities of now rather than retreating into the safety of the past. In art, it's no different. The revival of retro aesthetics, vintage designs, and past movements dominates modern galleries. But these aren't born from the same impulse that drove the original artists. When those movements first emerged, they were radical, challenging the norms of their time. Today, we imitate them, not because they speak to our current reality, but because we find comfort in their familiarity. We look backward, trying to relive the creativity of a different era, rather than reckoning with the world in front of us. The problem with nostalgia is that it often distorts the past, making it seem better than it was. The music, the literature, the art, they weren't perfect. They were flawed, born out of conflict and tension, but they were alive. Modern attempts to relive those moments too often feel like an escape, a way to avoid the present by dressing it in the past's image. Real art, real creativity, doesn't dwell in nostalgia. It's rooted in the present, in the discomfort of facing the world as it is. The more we try to relive what's already been done, the further we move from what art is meant to do, to provoke, to challenge, to force us to see the now, not the then.